Hey FitFluential ambassadors, it's Kelly Olexa here. I wanted to shoot a really quick video. It's Monday, July 4th, so for those of you that are in America here, happy Independence Day. I hope you had a great weekend. I'm getting ready to head to Park City, Utah for the EVO conference. So for those of you that might be at the EVO conference, do give us a shout. Let me know, because I will be there. And I'm hoping to see Janitha while I'm out there, one of our ambassadors. But wanted to get a video out to you. We're trying to send out some communication now that phase 1 of the ambassador search is done and completed, and let you know what to expect. Because we're starting to get a lot of emails from you saying, you know, when can we do this? When do you expect the first event? And I wanted to give you just a quick little blurb here to set some expectations and let you know what's coming and what we're working on. And the first thing I have to say is thank you so much. Thank you for your applications. Thank you for joining in with such enthusiasm. We are so excited. We have had some people that have written and said, oh, you know, I didn't apply because you already chose somebody for my city. Excuse me. And in the beginning, when we started this ambassador search, and this was kind of my idea, I was thinking, well, we should have one person, 1 or 2 people for every major metropolitan area. I guess when I first thought of that, I was not realizing, we're only 3 months old, I was not realizing the amount of brands in this fitness space. Okay, fitness can be such a wide space. I had no idea how quickly people would take notice and how quickly brands would take notice and want to get involved with fitness influencers. And that said, we're growing so fast. Let me again reference, we're 3 months old, okay? We're growing so much faster than anticipated, and we have so many brands of different focus that want to reach different types of fitness audiences, that having 1 or 2 FitFluential ambassadors per metropolitan area or per town or city, however you want to say it, it won't be enough. And some of you might be thinking, well, that doesn't make any sense. You have to understand that the goal here is we want to connect you guys with some great brands. We want to be doing some great events in your area. But realistically, if we're doing what we want to do for you and for these brands and kind of making this a year-round interaction, we've got to make sure that we're not overwhelming bloggers and influencers. And some of you might be thinking, hey, send them on my way. And we'll explain this more later. To be really effective, you need to pick and choose who you want to work with. You need to pick and choose. You know, I don't want to say a set number, but no influencer or blogger can work with 50 brands. On a high level, doing a lot of content creation and events in person. It's just too much. So that said, we've changed our, I don't want to say our requirements, but we've changed our focus. So for the ambassadors, what we are looking for are, it doesn't matter where you live, there's obviously going to be more than 1, more than 2, probably more than 10 in each major metropolitan area. We are looking for influencers that are really first and foremost passionate about getting fit, about health and wellness. We want people that have a good audience, whether that's a YouTube audience, a Twitter audience, a Facebook audience, a blogger audience, or all of the above, or a mix of all of the above, and someone that's creating content around their passion on a regular basis and really engaging with their fans. This is not, I did not start this company, and I will not have this company be based on just random numbers. I don't believe in that. And there certainly is something to be said about the fact that everybody starts somewhere. We are looking at your material, at what you are creating, at the level of engagement that you have with your fans or your readers, or let's just say fans and readers and followers, what have you. And we're looking at, you know, the type of content that you're creating. It has to be visually appealing. It has to be compelling and interesting. And if you've got that going for you, it doesn't matter where you live. It doesn't matter if there's 5 other people in your area. We're really looking for unique points of view. We're looking for somebody that is genuine, that's authentic. I know these are words that you hear a lot, but that's what we're looking for. It's not about filling 2 or 3 slots per metropolitan area anymore. We need as many ambassadors, frankly, on an ongoing basis as we can. So that said, please know that we will announce phase 2 of our ambassador search later this summer. And for those of you that are interested in applying, you can apply now, but it won't officially launch our search until later this summer. Right now we are so overwhelmed I wish I could clone myself. I wish I could have 10 clones of me. Of course, that might scare a lot of people. But we're a two-person company that has just expanded to 4. Again, we're growing so fast that what we need to do now that we have phase 1 up is take time now to step back, and now we're in planning mode. We're working with the brands that have approached us already to plan events that'll probably start in the fall, and then I don't want to say fall, and then towards the holiday season. Our thoughts originally were that we were going to do an event in Chicago the end of the summer. Because of the inevitable delays of launching the ambassador search and how we extended our dates and our deadlines, there's no way that we can plan an event and do it right and make sure that we don't conflict with BlogHer, with some of the other events that are going on in August. We want to make sure that all of you guys can get to those. So that said, what we're working on now is more of, and I can't reveal the details, but we're working on more of a FitFluential like road trips, several road trips that are going to tour several areas and multiple cities towards the fall and end of the year. Because it's the fall and the end of the year, we're not really planning on touring these upward states, okay, because that's when it gets freezing. So we're probably looking at, and again, more details to follow, Florida, Atlanta, Dallas, California, Vegas, Arizona, that area. So please stay tuned. Please understand. I know that you guys are ready to go and ready to start some exciting events and interactions, but this does take time because we're just starting this company. It's going to take time for us to do this planning. Once we really get rolling and get things going, and then we expand and hopefully can hire more people, there won't be this delay that there is now. But what we have to do is we need time to sit down and plan this. We've got, I'd say, close to 10 to 15 brands that want to work with us, and we need to sit down and plan this all out. It's not like as easy as just saying, okay, let's go to 6 cities and everybody show up. We can't do that. It's got to take a lot of planning, and then we have to, reach out to each one of you that are in these areas, and for those of you that aren't in the areas, we're going to ask, which ones of you could be available to go to these areas, what your availability is. So there's a lot of planning that's going to happen. So this is what we're working on. We're going to have more information coming up. Feel free to email us if you have any questions. You can always email me, Kelly at FitFluential, or Jen at FitFluential if you have any questions. And we will communicate with you as we go. But for the big stuff, for the big events that are coming up in 2011, please, I'd say realistically, look to hear firm details more towards the end of the summer. If we can get it done sooner, we will, but again, we're only 4 people, so we've really got our work cut out for us, and it's exciting as heck, you guys. You're going to be so excited. So please, just be patient, realize that this is coming, and in the meantime, check out the other video that I'm shooting today, because it's going to let you know what's coming for the whole FitFluential family. Because while we're going to have opportunities specifically for our ambassadors, we're also going to have things in the meantime on an ongoing level for the entire FitFluential family. Some perks, some smaller opportunities, and we want you to stay tuned and be aware of that. So pass the word on. If you have friends that have said to you, we've seen a lot of this, that they wanted to apply but they missed the deadline, please pass this video on, pass on the word, let them know that they can apply for phase 2 and that this will be an ongoing ambassador search, which is really a good thing. So we want to see more amazing influencers and more amazing stories. Pass them on, spread the word, and we will talk to you soon. Good stuff is coming, I promise.